while I was North American champion, it was the most prestigious championship in all of WWE. You don't believe me. At the time, it was more important than any championship in the company.
How did you pitch the idea of the Canadian version of the North American Championship?
That had nothing to do with me. It was presented to me.
Did you have any conversation with Lance Storm after your belt came out?
I did not.
There were a lot of comparisons.
Which offends me. He got stickers. I got a legitimate custom championship. That's a lot different.
Could you ever be anything but a heel?
I will always be myself. People can choose to cheer or boo or whatever.
People are very upset that you changed your entrance theme.
Good. The whole time, the commentators are supposed to be talking about me. Nobody's hearing what he's saying because the crowd is doing what they want.
It's your fault for being too good of a heel.
I guess. I'll pat myself on the back for that one.
The chair has become your weapon. You used it with Ricky Saints. That was bad.
It could have been worse. He almost lost his eye.
What?
Yeah, he would have lost his eye.
Did it come to a point in your career where you didn't think WWE was ever going to happen?
Oh, yeah. The time I was leaving TNA, I got an email from WWE telling me they're never going to hire me.
It must have been heartbreaking.
It was awful. Can I say this on here? This is a thing I've kept secret.
And here we are again.
Yes, we are. What a professional you are.
Me?
Yeah. Just watching you do your thing, I'm impressed.
Well, I'm impressed with you.
Thanks.
I think the thing that people don't realize is that I travel with all of these cameras.
Yeah.
I set them all up most of the time. Sometimes there's other people setting them up with me.
Yeah.
But this all goes back to me being a videographer / news reporter at Chex TV in Peterborough, Ontario. Yes.
I just think the humble beginnings just keeps the humility in you forever. It's like, I don't know. I'll grab a light when we're doing a pre-tape and bring it into the room. And
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you touching that for? It's like, what do you mean? I need to get this done.
Yeah. I think me, like in my very first job, learning how to shoot and edit and produce and write, and also on top of that, be on TV reporting.
Yes.
It makes you appreciate all of the different elements of it.
Yeah, so I'm going to jump 10 steps ahead because I want to get this in an interview because I've been saying it to everyone for the last maybe 10 years. But I think that every wrestler, before they're allowed to wrestle, I might have even said this on your show before, I'm getting old. Every wrestler, before they're allowed to wrestle, must run 3 wrestling shows. Have to. Mandatory before someone gives them a pair of boots, because they'll actually understand what goes into running the events. But there's the honeymoon phase, obviously. So the first show is great. You're excited. Oh, this is going to be amazing. By the time you get to running your 3rd show, you're not going to want to do this anymore. And you're like, okay, I get it. The venue's a nightmare to deal with. The talent all wants to get their way and do what they want. And there's just so much that goes into putting on the events. They would actually respect what this actually is. So I liken to the same thing.
And not everyone realizes that you have a promotion.
Yeah, great
Alpha
segue.
One in Canada.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. There's a lot of wrestlers. There's few wrestlers that have a promotion and also wrestle on that promotion.
Okay.
I feel like most of the indie shows I've been to, it's just some guy. Hey, go talk to Bob. Like Bob's the promoter, right?
Sure. Yeah.
And Bob looks like he's never worked a match in his life.
I've worked for Bob.
Yeah, I'm sure you've worked for Bob.
Couple Bobs.
But when you're the promoter and you're also talent, that's got to be tough because you're trying to put together your match, also being pulled in 1,000 different directions.
For sure, the one person that can answer all the questions is preoccupied.
Right. Maybe he's in the ring.
Yeah. Or maybe he lives in Florida now and not in Hamilton, Ontario.
Sure. But I could just imagine you're trying to put together a match and someone's like, Ethan, I got a question about my finish.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I never really put myself in very prominent positions. If you look through the history, you would probably disagree with that statement, but it was always like, okay, the focus will be on these other people, and then I'll make sure that they're pulling my weight for sure, but it was never dependent on me to be the main event or anything like that. Yeah.
I was watching the recent Dark Side of the Ring about Jeff Jarrett and TNA.
Okay.
And there's a moment in there where Sinister Minister goes, if I won $50 million in the lottery, I would never start a wrestling promotion. And I feel like you could probably agree with that.
I have no reason to have a wrestling promotion now. There's no financial benefit, if that makes any sense. It essentially is my little sandbox that I can play in. And I've always creatively loved that side of wrestling. And then there's the part that I feel like if I let it die, the purpose that it was created for, it hasn't been served for just me. Like I didn't start the promotion so that I could get ahead and then just kind of like close it down. It was because there was nothing in my hometown that I was proud of. Like I was wrestling at a bar that they charged $2 to get in, and the ropes were never tight, and the ring was like 2 inches off the ground, or 2 feet off the ground. Sorry, one of those like really low rings. It was so sad. I would never want to invite my family. So I just like started my own promotion. And then so many people have kind of like grown in that promotion, gone on to do bigger and better things, and have credited Alpha One Wrestling, which I'm very proud of. So now that I'm not there and I don't need it, doesn't mean it shouldn't stay open. But it's definitely not a good financial decision on my part whatsoever.
So it runs even whether you're there or not.
I'm never there.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm never there. I've had to like hand it off to a couple people until I found the right team to do it. And right now they are incredible. It's the best it's ever been. And I physically am never there, which it pains me to say that, but I had to like kind of step away for it to grow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What an incredible full circle moment where you went back to the promotion that you started, Alpha One Wrestling, with the WWE NXT North American Championship.
Yeah. Custom, which I'm sure we can get into that.
Oh,
but
I can't wait.
Like to one, be given permission while working for WWE to go to my hometown. And it was that's the company that gave me all the opportunities because I had to give them to myself. Like nobody was like, oh, here you go, Ethan Page. Here's some silver platter for you. There's nothing. So to go back and like give back to the fans that supported me, my family that was like selling tickets at the door for me and like dealing with all that and concessions and merchandise. And it was just, you're right. A full circle is the perfect way to describe it. And I'll remember that for the rest of my life as one of my career highlights in front of 350 people.
Did you ask for permission? Or
100%.
Was it presented to you?
100%. No. So when we changed the championship to the Canadian design, I really, really, really wanted to go as like hard in the paint on the greatest North American as I could. And we had no shows coming up in Canada. I think TNA actually had some shows coming up in Canada within the window because I had pitched, I was like, oh, I'll go to TNA to defend the championship in Canada on shows. I'm like, I'll do it on an indie because my original pitch was to wrestle in Alpha One, obviously, so that I could get a championship defense in Mexico, Canada, and the US to be the greatest North American. So the idea started there. And then from that, just through conversation, they're like, wait, what? You have an indie company? I'm like, maybe I might have like something to do with it. But
if you're not going to be mad,
well,
yes.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. But the first question out of Sean's mouth was, what do you draw? I'm like, okay, perfect. Sorry. So I was like, okay, so I'm not in trouble. What can we kind of get away with here? And he was like, look, you could definitely go cut a promo, make an appearance. And the trade-off too, I was like, I have the local news. I can chat with the local news to one, obviously promote my appearance the next day, but
CHCH?
I can't remember what it was.
It's the big one in Hamilton.
It is. Oh, you know what? It was CHCH. So we end up, shout out CHCH. So we end up doing that, but I'm promoting Netflix because we're all across Canada at the time with NXT. So double, they get something good out of it. I get something good out of it. Something great, actually. So it was a dream come true.
You were tag team champions in Alpha One with Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, who's the booker there?
Wait, who is the booker?
He was when he was there. No. Yeah, that was that. Honestly, that was crazy too. And weirdly enough, I feel like the timing of this is great. Yesterday was Father's Day, so happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day to you.
There's a video of my father pinning Cody at an event, and I feel like it was Father's Day or like my dad's birthday or something, and Cody did what Cody always does, created this great moment, and there's like a video of my dad pinning him in the middle of the ring and like all of us holding up the tag belts. It was very cool.
Oh, that's great.
But I was like, oh, it's Father's Day. I just remembered that. But yeah.
So how'd you book it that you guys would be tag team champions?
He did. What do you mean? Yeah. Could you imagine suggesting that to a guy? Which, by the way, the whole, like, our relationship started off very interesting because we both worked in Evolve. We had to fight each other. It was a whole thing. And then my promotion in Canada seemed to be one of the stops that he wanted to make, and regularly. And my building only holds a certain amount of people. So if you're good at math, you can figure out very quick that we probably can't afford Cody Rhodes. But he made sure that we could afford Cody Rhodes, which the company will be indebted to him forever, because that was, until now, that was the hottest time the company has ever had, and the exposure that he gave us was like astronomical. And just for me as a performer in itself, like, he did a lot. But he always made sure that we could afford him. But the biggest issue that I have with Cody was the European standoff with his merch money, because it was always like, okay, if you're going to do this and you're going to be a good brother and you're going to come out here, take all this cash from this meet and greet. And it was just me and him. There's wrestlers that had to witness this weird standoff where we're fighting with each other about who's going to take the money. It's like he fought to not take a cent. I have no clue. I don't know what your deal is, what the purpose was, or why you felt that I have to now owe you some form of debt, but don't come to claim it, okay? Because even back then, I tried to turn this down. And now we are where we are, and I don't want you to come around, what, are we almost 10 years now?
Yeah, close to it.
10 years later to collect a debt that I know I don't owe.
Sounds like the standoff of nice guys. Like, it sounds like, the check comes, it's like, oh, I'll get it. No, I'll get it. I'll get it. No, I'm
yes,
gonna
but
get
over
it.
thousands of dollars. In a time that I really needed the money very, very badly. But the principle of it, I was like, absolutely not. But it's both of our characters. So yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
There's a story of MJF meeting Cody Rhodes for the first time, and it happened at your promotion, Alpha
That's
One.
true. Yes.
And apparently this all started because MJF was allegedly hitting on your sister. What's your version of the story?
My version of the story, first of all, that is a true story. From my perspective, that is a true story. He did come to me and tell me that MJF was talking about my sister. And my family is a very touchy thing for me. It's like my hard, fast rule is you could do whatever you want, say whatever you want, get away with whatever you want. Don't mention my family, don't talk about my family, don't mess with my family. So all of a sudden, at the time, MJF's like the young wrestler, up and coming wrestler. Like, he literally just met Cody that day. So this is kind of like the start of him getting going. So I hear this guy is talking about, what is this guy talking about, my sister? So I confronted him, and we were friends at the time, and I just couldn't believe it. And he was very defensive, which I understand why he would be. And yeah, he did. He confronted Cody about it.
Is your sister younger than you?
Yes. So that adds to like...
Yeah, you're the big brother.
Big brother, and no kidding, like, she does the merch at the show. Like, my family, I don't know if they even wanted to do any of this, but they were always very helpful. So I'm like, man, I got these people working their butts off so that they can put on this show for you to come out here and do your shtick, and then you're over here flirting with my sister? Or even worse, just talking about it amongst the boys. That's even worse to me. It's like, she's not a prop for a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't really like that very much. I never really asked my sister if that's true or not. I guess I should have started there before anything else. But everything that he says, I lived, and it happened. And yes, it is a true story.
I don't think we've ever talked about the fact that we both have Macedonian heritage. Like, my mom is Macedonian.
Yeah, I don't think we have.
Yeah.
And when you told me off the air before we started this that you were, I was kind of pissed off.
What do you mean?
How did you not bring that up ever?
Yeah, I have a Baba and Dedo. Like, my mom was born in Greece.
Yeah.
She moved to Canada when she was 4 years old. So we have like very similar stories in that way. Is it your mom's side or your dad's side?
So my dad's from Macedonia, my mom's from Serbia. But my dad came to Canada, mom to America. They met, decided to live in Canada, and the rest is history. But yeah, dude, what? You were Macedonian?
Yeah. Like, and we went to the Macedonian weddings growing up, Macedonian funerals. I speak like 6 words of Macedonian. You?
I can hold a conversation, but mostly I shouldn't say that actually. I can understand almost everything someone says to me, and I'll be able to let you know maybe a couple, like, very poorly what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Що praviš?
Oh, ništa. Sega. So tebe ništa.
Oh, see, I'm already out.
I just told you I'm doing nothing with you, by the way.
Dobro?
Yeah.
That's about it.
Oh, damn.
I've got like, because my baba spoke 0 words of English.
Okay.
My daddo's like 50%. Like he understands everything and can speak like maybe 50%. He's still with us. He's 94 years old.
Hell yeah.
But like I would have to learn these small phrases like, man, I really want some milk. Sucka mleko?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, yes, that worked. Okay, I'm going to get some milk.
Yeah,
this is great.
That's great. Oh, dude, fantastic. I grew up the same way. But I didn't even speak English until my parents had to send me to school.
What?
So, yeah, I was born in Canada, but we lived with my grandparents at first. So everyone that kind of talked to me didn't speak English either. But I would just speak back to them in Yugoslavian or Macedonian.
Wow.
Yeah. So then once I was like 4 or 5 years old, they're like, oh, crap, we're going to send this kid to school with all these English speakers. And he doesn't even speak English. So,
wow. I felt like every time I went to any relative's house, there was just all of a sudden a new aunt or uncle I'd never met before.
Yeah.
And my parents would be like, oh, of course. You don't remember Uncle Jimmy? And I'm like, I've never met Uncle Jimmy.
So I got a question for you. I'm going to take over your interview. When you got married and you had your wedding, did they come calling like, well, you got to invite so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so because they came to my wedding. And then you got this is my favorite one. You got the book where they wrote down the gifts given in 19 whatever, 80s whatever. It's like, well, these people sent us this. You have to invite them to your wedding. I'm like, that has nothing to do with me. I'm glad you think that's funny. Does that happen to you too? No? It's not from England?
So you're the oldest sibling, right?
Yeah, so I'm like the test dummy for every generational annoyance.
So my sister's older than me. So she got all that.
Oh, so she dealt with it so you didn't have to?
Yes.
Well, you better thank her, dude, because the amount of like
she had, they picked a wedding DJ specifically because he had like 2 Macedonian songs on his playlist. And they were like, well, we got to choose him because we got to do the Macedonian dance and we got to do the thing where you break the bread.
Yeah.
You know the thing I'm talking about.
I do know.
So like there were so many things that my sister was just like, all right, I guess.
You guys do the pig dance?
Did it all.
Oh, dude, it's the best.
And then my wife and I got married at the courthouse in front of 2 of our friends.
Damn.
It's the best.
And honestly, my wife and I go back and forth. Well, I go back and forth. She was like, yeah, that was a little crazier than we needed it to be. I don't know. I grew up going to those crazy weddings. So for me, it was like, weirdly enough, as the man in the relationship, I was the one more excited for the wedding just because culturally, like what it represented to my life. Yeah.
And it was your moment now.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was awesome.
We wanted to specifically, when we got married, we didn't want to have to do the thing where it's like, oh, if you invite this person, then you have to invite that person. And if that person's coming, then this person has to come. We were like, hey, let's just go to the courthouse next Saturday.
Yeah, let's avoid the family politics.
Let's
and
invite
just
2 of our
celebrate
best
love.
friends.
Yeah,
Yes.
hell yeah.
That was what
smart.
we did. It was the best, and it cost $89.
I'm not going to tell you or anyone watching what my wedding costs, but let me tell you, I have not spoken to about 96% of the people that have attended my wedding.
How many people attended your wedding?
I might be overshooting, but like 200 something.
Okay, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have to double check. It might be more, might be less, but I think around there.
Well, yeah, we have both from Canada, both, we have so many things. Yeah,
I know.
So many things
We're
in common.
both related to Alexander the Great, who conquered half the world, okay? He's in our bloodline, both of us.
Yeah.
Which Macedonia claims.
Sure.
All right, yeah.
Hey, quick timeout. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Summer is here, my favorite season, but I feel like there's always a lot going on and you're often being pulled in a lot of different directions. And I know that sometimes juggling all of that can be tough and can lead to feelings of overwhelm and counting down the minutes until things just calm down. Taking time for yourself is super important, and therapy can help people better understand their needs, feel more confident setting boundaries, and create a version of summer that actually feels good. If you're ready to take that first step, BetterHelp can help you get started. BetterHelp has over 30,000 therapists that have served over 6 million people globally. A short questionnaire matches you with a therapist who fits your needs and preferences, and if your match doesn't feel right, you can switch therapists at any time. No hassle. You don't have to say yes to everything this summer. Find support in therapy. Sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/CVV. That's betterhelp.com/CVV. This is the first time in a while that I've interviewed you without a championship.
Oh, we were doing so good.
I actually thought you might have one.
Dude, I thought so too. I thought we'd be sitting here, Intercontinental champion, continuing the streak of holding gold while talking to Chris Van Vliet.
Yeah.
But no, sadly not.
Because the last interview we did was the live show in Hollywood, California.
Yeah, what a great time.
That was so much fun. You were North American champion.
Correct.
The time before that, you were NXT champion. Years before that, you were TNA tag team champion. Longest reigning.
That's right.
TNA tag team champion of all time.
Yeah, and North American for NXT as well. Man, just a record breaker.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. How did you pitch the idea of the Canadian version of the North American
Championship? It had nothing to do with me. It was presented to me.
It's a great idea.
Fantastic idea. And there was like a legitimate reveal to me, like before the event. I remember we were in Houston, Texas, because I remember it was one of like a top 5 career day for me. It was like an 8-minute get to stand in the middle of the ring with a microphone. The flags are in there, the podium. I get to reveal the belt. It was awesome. It was a perfect town for it too. Just what a dream scenario that was. But before the show, I knew that they were customizing this belt because they had told me, but I had not seen anything. So I actually got like a, whoa, like just personally, just for me.
Oh, that's cool.
So I got to like actually see it. I'm like, this is insane. After the experience, it like really clicked in like, wait a second. I have a custom championship in the WWE specifically for me.
Yeah.
And I don't think anyone's ever going to get that belt again. It's literally hanging in my house. Don't take it, WWE, please. And I have no clue how it got there. I left it. After I lost the championship, I left it at the Performance Center. But somehow it's hanging up in my house.
Did you have any conversation with Lance Storm after your belt came out?
I did not. No.
Because there were a lot of comparisons to what he did in
offends
WCW.
me.
Wow.
Yeah. What does?
How does that offend you?
He got stickers. I got a legitimate custom championship in the WWE. The guy slapped on magnets. How is that?
Lance Storm is a legend.
How is that? Not to me.
Oh, wow.
But brother put some stickers on some championships. I made the WWE bend the knee. That's a lot different.
How many titles did he have?
I don't know. I stopped counting
it was like
after
3.
Well, yeah, one
many did
sticker
you
too
have?
many.
Oh, wow.
Well, first of all, I only needed one championship that I would hold for a record amount of time and a record amount of title defenses, more than anyone that's ever held the championship. So, yes, he might have held many championships, but so have guys like Ultimo Dragon. That guy sucks too. To me, it's just like, look, you can have as many props as you'd like to boost your ego. It's great. One championship is enough for me. And it's what you make the championship. And I'll say, while I was North American champion, it was the most prestigious championship in all of WWE. You don't believe me. That was not a convincing.
I've heard you break this down.
Oh, no. You heard me break down how it's more than the NXT championship.
Yeah.
I think it's bigger. At the time, it was more important than any championship in the company. I was fighting more than anyone else, having more championship matches than anyone else. I was busting my hump.
The really interesting thing about a Canadian gimmick is you're booed everywhere, but when you go to Canada, you are an absolute hero.
I wish they booed me there too. Although when I went to Canada with NXT, I did wear American colored gear. Yeah. But you're right, they do. They do love their Canadians. They're very proud and very supportive. even of their jerk all ego Ethan Page.
Could you ever be anything but a heel?
I don't know. I will always just be myself. But people can choose to cheer or boo or whatever. I don't think much would change if I did one or the other.
Well, because the interesting thing about a heel is it's kind of like a villain in a movie where they feel justified in their actions. Like you don't think you're being a heel, you're just being you. You're just saying the things.
That's what I mean, yeah.
Right, you're saying the things you would say.
Yeah.
So like being a babyface might be disingenuous.
But I think there's nothing disingenuous about me. Ever.
It's been really fun watching you at these meet and greets.
Thank you.
Which one's been your favorite experience?
Honestly, so I've been dying to get the footage of this, but at the last WrestleMania in Vegas, they had this cool experience where they trap you in this room. That starts off terrible, but they trap you in this room and they make you look like you're standing in a glass box on the floor of WWE World. It's this like huge glowing case and it looks like a video screen. So everyone assumes that what's airing is like pre-recorded. But while they're just walking around, you're interacting with people. So like some guy's walking by and I go, "Hey, you in the Stone Cold t-shirt, I can smell your breath from back here." And he's like, "Wait, what?" And he turns around, all of a sudden now he's having a conversation with Ethan Page on this giant like billboard. And I thought that was like such an incredible like experience for fans, but also me. I just did mic work for like 60 minutes at one point.
Wow.
Just nonstop, just back and forth and creating a crowd. And then, I see some guy standing off to the side, so I'll pull him in. And someone wants to now cut a promo, so they're grabbing the microphone and just going back and forth. And it was one of the most fun experiences I have ever had, and with fans. And the best part about it all, nobody had to touch me. Nobody had to be near me. I didn't have to smell you. It was fantastic. It was fantastic. Didn't catch anything. I didn't get sick. Oh, it was great. It was great. And I would have stayed there all day. They had to kick me out.
There's this one meet and greet where the fan goes to put his arm around you and you're like, "You just touched my ass."
No, he did though. But this is what I'm talking about. I'm as genuine as possible. But when people do things and it's like, listen, I understand it was an accident, maybe. But I'm for sure going to call you out on it because it happened. And I want you to know that I know it happened.
The best part about it is he went to fist bump you and you go, "We've done enough touching."
But we have. We for sure have.
You touched me enough.
You did. Look, what else do you want? Now you're going to ask permission for one more? No, you already took what you get.
It was so fun at the live show when you were my guest in Hollywood because you were just doing mic work the whole time. Like, sure, we had a bit of a conversation.
A
but
bit. Well, hopefully I give you more today.
Someone would say something from the crowd and you would just, there was one where you're like, "It is a very small room, sir."
Oh, I do.
I know exactly who said that.
But that's what I mean. It's like, I just live very much in the moment and will bring things up that I know no one wants to be brought up. Because there's like this underlying agreement in society that like when things happen, you just don't talk about it. It happens a lot in families as well, which is the thing that I dislike. So when I see it in real life, I'm just like, "Oh no, we're shining a light on that. We're shining a light on that. We're definitely talking about that." Because it happened and no one can say it didn't happen. So no one can ever be mad at me.
Were you always this comfortable on the mic? Like, were you the kid in high school that loved doing presentations?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. I mean, anything to get in front of an audience. And then once I realized like wrestling was the thing that I enjoyed doing in front of people, like me and my backyard wrestling buddies for the talent show at our school put on like a triple threat hardcore match on a mattress on the high school stage.
We did the same thing.
You did? Oh,
dude. In our high school talent show.
Yes.
And I'll never forget, I climbed up on something to give a swanton bomb.
Dude, what? We had a ladder? Oh, no.
I took off I had like a tank top on with like a I don't know, a vest or
great gear.
Like a blazer over it.
Yeah.
And I took the blazer off to do the swanton. I wasn't thinking anything of it. And a whole bunch of people, like girls, were screaming. And I was like, "Wait a second.
Is that for me?"
For me? And that was like, my confidence went from a 1 to like a 9 out of 10 for the rest of my time in high school.
Hell yeah.
It's incredible.
So wait, that helped you?
Big time.
Oh, listen, me doing a wrestling match in front of people at my high school did not help me.
No?
What? No, on a mattress? What do these guys drag a mattress out onto the stage? People were like singing, dancing, doing stand-up comedy. And here we come, we're slapping each other in like shorts and tank tops. People were probably being like, what the hell is going on? And we told our drama teacher, it was like, look, we're doing a fight scene because that's what we were acting, right?
We were the main event. We were the final act of our talent show. And this was like maybe May. Mm-hmm. So then we got to ride that wave for the rest of the school year. And we were like the coolest people in school.
Good for you.
And yours was not received the same way.
No, absolutely not.
I'm also a few years older than you. So when we did this talent show in the year 2000, It was probably received very differently.
Yeah, wrestling was not as popular as it was for you.
Yeah,
we did this.
We were in the height of the Attitude Era.
Yeah, that's a good time.
It was very cool.
Yeah,
I got elected to be the vice president of my student council
because of your swanton.
This is so dumb. I like entered to like someone's entrance theme, and then the APA music hit while I was in the middle of my speech, and like
what?
Oh, it was.
And what happened?
My two friends dressed as the APA carried someone away. And then I was like, I'm not going to stand up here and give a boring speech. Nobody here wants anything boring. I cut this like promo.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Is the place popping?
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was crazy. Yeah. Okay, all right.
And I won vice president by a lot. And the only reason I ran for vice president is because that was the guy that got to do the morning announcements. And I was like, I can turn that into my own little radio show.
Yeah, so you've always wanted to kind of host or
do something. Same as you.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Get a mic in front of your hand and then you have the ability to control people's reaction.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It's the best.
And you do it all the time now. What do your promos look like when you're writing them out?
Man, I don't know. So just having general points, if that makes sense.
Sure.
I know what I'm going to talk about, and anything that I guess is needed, I'll make sure that that's like locked in.
So you probably know how to get into it and how you're going to wrap it up?
Wrap it up for sure, but the rest, no. It's like very much like, I don't know, just I know what I have to do, so I'll just go out and do it.
How are you aging in reverse? I feel like when we see photos of you from 5 years ago,
yeah,
you look a lot older than you do now.
Yes. Cesar Bononi and Just for Men.
So your trainer / nutritionist getting your hair dye.
No, honestly, I think it's, I don't know, I'm just a lot happier. Life's good. Got a great wife, got great kids, love being at home. So there's like no stress in my life other than work. And I just couldn't care less about anything to do with work because I know I'm great at my job. So it's just like, it'll be fine. So yeah, I bet stress is the biggest like thing for me. So once I started getting rid of that, and then eating healthy has a big part of it, and training constantly.
How much pizza now?
Not as much as you. I would say, well, that was your gimmick. Because how do you get in a way? You're like, well, pizza.
I love pizza.
Yeah. That's one quote of yours that I'll never forget. Pizza. I've never been more offended. Yeah. It was either me or someone was like, hey, how do you stay in such great shape? Pizza. And I think you even rubbed your abs and said pizza. You're the heel, not me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I can't be a heel.
I beg to differ.
But I think pizza's a much better answer than like, well, dialing in my macros and this many steps a day and, this split at the gym.
Oh, is that the best answer? When I was asking you how and you said pizza, I was like, okay, cool. You know what? I'll just go F myself, I guess.
I will say this though and I'm serious about this. If you're eating 6 meals a day, 7 days a week, that's 42 meals in a week.
Yes.
They don't all have to be perfect.
No, I agree with that.
So if 3 of them are imperfect, if 3 of them are, call them, quote, cheat meals, then I think you're doing okay because 39 of your meals were dialed in.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm eating pizza for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, although I could. I love pizza.
Oh, okay. But now
I'd be enormous if I did that.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think it's the idea of like, you don't have to be, for me, absolutely dialed in, like weighing your turkey breast and weighing your rice.
Sure.
I have done that.
Yeah.
And
There's a time for that.
Sure.
Yeah.
But that's not
There's a time for pizza too.
definitely a time for pizza. Pancakes. Like I cannot drive by a Cracker Barrel without wanting to get their pancakes. They're just too good.
They are very good.
They're too good.
My kids, their favorite breakfast is pancakes. And for some reason, they've convinced themselves that I make them better than my wife, which is not the case whatsoever. I actually sneak whey protein in their pancakes. I have no clue why they think they're good at all. I just think they like that I do the pancakes. But anyways, so every day that I make them these, I'm just like, man, I want to make one for myself so bad. But the second you start, you can't stop. Or at least for me.
What's your go-to cheat meal?
Oh, I don't know. It changes all the time because I'll have like some kind of crazy craving for one specific thing, and then I'll have to wait whatever time to get there. But my like real like go-to, I have like a crazy match coming up or whatever. The first thing I'll be begging my wife to make these chocolate chip cookies that she makes, and they are incredible. Incredible.
For lack of a better word, you've had the best glow up, I think, out of anybody in wrestling.
Thank you.
Like when you do the side-by-side comparison, it's almost unrecognizable.
Well, visually, but I also think like career-wise and like perception-wise, I'm very happy with what I've been able to like, I guess, turn things around in the last 5 years. For my opinion, others might have thought things were going great, and no complaints, but there was a way that I really, I perceived myself in a different light, and I'm happy that I could get closer to what I envisioned.
What changed that perception?
I don't know. I just think, you know what it was? Maybe I was juggling too many things and didn't get to fully commit to just wrestling. And I was very happy that once coming to WWE, not that I was forced at all. Like I still upload on YouTube and I have a lot of freedoms. Clearly I got to go to Alpha One. But it was just like really dialing in on just professional wrestling and trying to become the best wrestler humanly possible.
Also, since debuting in WWE, like you've had an amazing run.
Thank you.
Like you won the NXT championship after how many days?
I think 60. Yeah.
Crazy. I think it was less, wasn't it?
You might be right.
Like 40 days?
Possibly. You know what? I don't even know. I don't even know.
You had a segment with The Rock in
Correct.
NXT?
Yeah.
Was there a chat before or after that segment with him?
Honestly, both. That whole experience was fantastic. And I would say the best part was getting to be able to like tell him, like, hey, like when I started all this, the number one goal was seeing like what I created on screen with what I admired. And he was the absolute pinnacle of what I admire from professional wrestling. So he's like, to me, the best. So to get to see like what I cultivated in wrestling on screen with my number one wrestler, I mean, there's nothing else that I need to do unless he wants to have a match with me. But you know what I mean? Like,
Are you calling him out?
Sure. Why not? I'll get you some clicks, Chris. Come on, Rock. Put your little underwear on. Let's do it. Everybody wants to see your hamstrings. Anyways, that was like unreal experience. This fly is pissing
big fly.
me off.
Wow.
What do you feed these things here?
That's a very large fly. Well,
anyways, back to the final boss. One thing that, so I got to tell him that. It was a very, very good experience. I'm very happy that I could actually share that with him and just be like, hey, like I'm very proud of this. And I wanted to say thanks. Like it was very great. But there was an interaction we had when we were going through everything, and I had the situation is very interesting. So I ended up putting my hand up like I was in school because they were debating on like how to handle something. So I was like, may I make a suggestion? And they're like, yeah, sure, go ahead. So I say what I say, and they go, yeah, that's good. We'll just do that. So end up after the interview, Rock's like, hey, don't ever second guess yourself ever again. He's like, if you think it and if you feel it, say it. Worst is we say no.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. So I've definitely taken that with me going forward through the rest of my career in WWE, and it's definitely helped me.
It's striking how present The Rock is.
Yeah.
Like he's being pulled in all of these different directions, but when he's talking to you, he's talking to you.
100%.
And it's such a rare quality from anyone, especially an A-lister like him.
Yeah.
It's a really, I've seen it every time I've done an interview with him. Like he's right here and he's in the moment.
Oh, yeah.
That's a really great quality for him to have.
It was a great experience. And on top of it, for NXT, a lot of the stuff is pre-recorded. So like as far as like promos and stuff, just because the amount of stuff we have to do in a day is insane. That one was live by his request. And that's not a thing that not that I wasn't comfortable with it. It's just, that's not the nature of the beast with NXT. So it was like, oh, this is new. This is exciting. And it adds so much more, I guess, weight to the situation because it's like, yeah, we only got one take. It's live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite Rock match?
Oh, man. I'm probably one of the Austin Mania matches. Any of the three.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they're all great. The I Quit match is also like iconic, but the older I get,
With Mankind?
the more I'm like, oh man, maybe I shouldn't be watching this. Yeah.
It's a brutal match.
Yeah.
Brutal match.
Yeah.
Has this ever happened to you? Where there's a show or an event that you want to watch, but it's only available on a certain streaming service, and you can't believe how much a subscription to that streaming service costs? NordVPN has you covered. With NordVPN, you just log in and change your virtual location to somewhere where it costs less to sign up, and boom, there you go. You can do it from any device, your laptop, phone, or tablet. And the great thing about NordVPN is it's more than just a VPN now. With their next-gen antivirus, NordVPN warns you about potential scams and protects you against fake online stores. Next-gen antivirus scans your files for malware and deletes the dangerous ones. It also blocks phishing sites, trackers, and even scam phone calls. It's like having your own personal bodyguard. NordVPN is now your all-in-one app for digital security. Not bad for the price of a cup of coffee every month. This is an exclusive deal that you can only get by going to nordvpn.com/CVV. So head there now to take advantage of it before it's gone. Plus, there's no risk with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. That's nordvpn.com/CVV. Hey, if you were watching Backlash, you may have seen a face that you recognized. Not only was I sitting behind Michael Cole and Wade Barrett there, but I also got this impromptu interview with The Miz and Kit Wilson. Shout out to SeatGeek for the great tickets, and shout out to SeatGeek for sponsoring today's video. With over 35 million downloads, SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app. There are more than 70,000 events listed on SeatGeek, including WWE, concerts, sports, festivals, and more. So here's SmackDown in July here. Tickets start at $69. And the cool thing about SeatGeek is they've got your back. Every ticket is rated on a scale of 1 to 10, so you know if you're getting a good deal or not. Look for the green dots. Green means good, red means bad, plus every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee. And of course, as always, I've got a code for you. Use the code CVV to get 10% off your next set of tickets from SeatGeek. That's 10% off any tickets when you use the code CVV. Just click the link down below to download the app, and that code will automatically be applied to your account. And a big shout out to SeatGeek for sponsoring this episode. You've had some brutal moments in NXT.
Mm-hmm.
You took out Javon Evans' teeth with a chair.
Yeah.
Talk me through that.
Oh man. What do you mean talk you through it? In what sense?
Well, you line up the chair and you just go for it.
Hey, sometimes you just got to do what you're told, you know? Yeah. I will say this. That whole experience gave me something that I like desperately needed in NXT, which was like a very hard edge. And it gave the character something that it desperately needed for the next, I guess, whatever time that I had in NXT. And that whole moment, well, it was pivotal for Ethan Page. Yeah.
The chair has like become your weapon because you used it with Ricky Saints. Like that was bad.
Yeah. So it could have been worse. And I don't know. I know you do these great clips, and this might be a little zoom in, freeze frame moment for you, but he almost lost his eye.
What?
Yeah. And so he ends up injuring his trachea across the way the chair fell. I give him a twisted grin, and I'm trying to pull his throat down in between the legs of the chair. So as I'm yanking him down, if you see the footage and you watch the leg closest to the camera, it literally grazes his cheek. And you see his cheek after, there's a mark. It's like purple. Maybe like an inch to a half an inch, he would have lost his eye. Like,
oh my God.
Like lost his eye. I don't know why I'm smiling, but yeah. Also that night, I became North American champion, and Mattel enjoyed that so much that they commemorated the moment by giving myself and Ricky Saints a 2-pack with the North American Championship from that match. Available now. Go grab it, Ringside Collectibles. But yeah, he almost lost his eye.
Wow.
Yeah.
I loved your facial expressions when you get trapped into this box with Oba Femi. It's just classic heel
More
reaction.
embarrassing moments. My favorite of that is the swimming, trying to get out of the box.
Yes.
Yeah. But so ironically, one of the most painful moments of my wrestling career happened when he pulled me back into the box.
Why is that?
I mean, if you go watch it back, my head is genuinely bouncing like a basketball off of the walls. But then at the end, he ends up like palming my face into the glass before the door buzzes to open. And I just remember my head hitting it, just being like, oh my God, this guy is a maniac. Get me out of here. So yeah, Oba Femi, great guy.
That guy's strong.
Yeah. Yes, he is. You know, I had to train with him.
Is this a bad thing?
Yeah. What do you think? Of course it's a bad thing. What? Yes, he's a giant. He's huge. Everyone, first of all, you brought up, oh yeah, we've been talking for so many years. That means I've been wrestling for, so many years. Now imagine going to the Performance Center, right? And you said, oh, I'm aging in reverse. My body is not. So I might be tricking you guys visually, but physically, I'm not tricking anybody. So I'm in there 35 years old with young 20-year-old just freak athletes. Oba Femi's one of them. But then there's 9 more waiting to clothesline my head off right after. Anyways, yeah, I don't know why I told you that, but.
Do you feel like you approach wrestling different now in your 30s versus when you were in your 20s?
Yeah, 100%.
In what way?
There was like a moment where I was, oh, this is going to come to an end soon. Not soon, relax, but like, oh, like I see the end of this more than I did when I started, when I felt like, young and invincible and whatever. But now it's like, oh, okay, if I don't age in reverse, then this could end a lot quicker. Or if I don't give this everything that I have. And that North American Championship, like that whole title reign, to me was like, it was giving myself something to be proud of once like I hang my boots up. Because to me, it was the perfect storm. It was a great opportunity. Shawn Michaels gave me so many big matches and big moments and just like so many blank canvases and so many times in a row to actually build up like something to me that was special. So
it sounds like winning the North American Championship meant more to you than the NXT Championship.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Why is that?
I think because throughout my career, it was never really like oh, these are great matches. It was always like, oh, this guy's entertaining. He's fun to watch. I enjoy this. Whereas with the North American Championship, the actual wrestling was a topic of discussion when people were talking about what was happening. Instead of like, story or character or like emotion and stuff like that, that's my main focus. So to get to add like another tool to my tool belt or like another like notch on the resume, it's like, to me, I was very, very proud of that.
Did you ever think, like, did it come to a point in your career where you didn't think WWE was ever going to happen?
Oh, yeah. Dude, I have this clip and I've texted to a couple people where, because I've filmed everything in my life pretty much. Especially when I was with Evolve, my wife convinced me to like get a GoPro and start vlogging. But I had no clue what I was doing. So I just have like random footage from back in Evolve, then all through TNA, all through Japan, England, all through AEW. I like pretty much filmed as much of it as I could for YouTube. And there was the time I was leaving TNA and I decided not to stay. In that window, I had gotten an email while in Nashville recording the show for Impact. And the email was from WWE telling me that they're never going to hire me.
Wow.
Yeah. So I had my camera and I'm vlogging. So I read the email and I'm like, oh man, what am I going to do? I just told like Impact that I'm not staying. AEW was like a possible option, but nothing was concrete. And then I get this email being like, yeah, we're not hiring you. Just stop. Pretty much like this is the end of the road. It's not going to happen. Just kind of let it go. So I filmed myself right after reading the email. And then like had a conversation with myself, documenting it pretty much being like, are you going to be okay with this? Or are you going to like shove it up their ass?
But in that moment, it must have been heartbreaking.
It was awful. To watch it back is like pretty rough, but I got it. So I can't wait to sell it to WWE for whatever documentary they make.
I think there's also an element about this that doesn't get discussed enough, but like, it's tough to break in when you're not living in America. Like,
oh, it's impossible.
I just wanted to highlight it because that's another like obstacle you have to overcome.
Yeah, it was the biggest one.
Yeah.
Like getting papers and finally getting a visa, and then a good enough visa that you can upgrade the visa, and then finally get the green card. Yeah, dude.
I did all of those same things.
I know.
In a different profession.
Yeah, we have very parallel paths.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is very
People have said that we could look like we could be brothers.
I wonder why. We share the same genetics, so you didn't even tell me. We've been friends forever. Anyways.
I'm just the older, more handsome one, I guess.
Oh, whatever. All that pizza.
Pizza. How were you and Chelsea Green able to make such magic together?
You could ask me that about pretty much anyone I've ever worked with. I don't think there's a wrestler alive that I haven't been able to make magic with, but I will say Chelsea has the exact same intangible quality. So when you put us together, it's like truly magical. And probably one of the most fun times I've had in my career. As far as like laughing at work, yes.
It looked like you guys were just going for it all the time.
Oh, yes, of course. I mean, I'm always going for it. But with her, it was like, I don't know. You ever get with one of the friends that's like a good influence, but also a bad influence?
Oh, yes.
Yes,
we all have a friend like that.
Yes, but that was us for each other when it came to like entertainment.
I feel like something was different when you were in AAA. Like maybe, I don't know, maybe you wrestled a little looser, a little differently, but how did you perceive wrestling in AAA?
I loved it. I had such a great time. I miss it. I think the crowds there are incredible, and it is, to me, the most pro wrestling that's happening right now.
You took a chair shot in AAA to, as Booker T called it, to the rump.
It was one of the most embarrassing moments of my career, to be knotted up in the middle of the ring with my ass in the air, for a man who hides his identity to kick me right in the butt cheeks.
Did you hear the call from Booker T?
I heard a lot that day about that moment.
Oh yeah, what'd you hear?
I'll never let anyone tie me up like that again. Let me tell you, Chris, never again. That Wagner.
Take me through the day when you get the call that you're going to go up to the main roster.
Honestly, I wish I could. I was in Vegas for WrestleMania weekend, and I had a bunch of appearances. And there was like, I guess, half-ass rumors like, oh, you might have something, there might be something, but it was all, nothing was concrete. And I had Shawn Michaels' panel for his documentary. Check it out on Peacock. So they had me out there for that. So that was, I think, on Saturday in the morning, and I still didn't know what was happening. My hotel, though, ended Saturday night. So my flight was that day. So I finished the interview, and after that, they were like, hey, you're staying. Something's going on Monday. But then still nothing. I had no clue. And I had already been to SmackDown before and done backstages at Raw. So for me, I was like, oh, okay, they just have me doing something or sitting in the crowd and waving or whatever. And then Sunday, oh no, so they said something was going to happen. I said, oh crap. So I called my family and was like, just by luck, my mom was on vacation in Florida at their spot. And I was like, do you mind driving down 2 hours to my place to watch the kids so I can fly my wife? I'm like, I think I'm doing something on Monday Night Raw. And she's like, yeah, sure. So last minute, get my wife a flight, fly her to Vegas. And then we end up going out for some crazy dinner. And as soon as I got back from eating 10,000 calories, they were like, oh, yeah, you have a match tomorrow. I was like, oh, no. But I literally found out either like the morning of or like very late the night before.
What are your goals now that you're on the main roster?
Oh, man. I mean, I do want the Intercontinental Championship.
Why is that one so special to you?
To me, it's like, it's the championship that always piqued my interest as a wrestling fan. It always had the matches that I really wanted to never miss. And it had the talent that I never wanted to miss. And I always felt like when I was watching the Intercontinental title picture, I was choosing the future. If that makes sense. Like as a viewer, I'm like, oh no, this guy, he's going to be the guy. Or so many things can come from and grow from the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, when we were growing up, it was the working man title.
Yeah.
And it was also like the stamp of approval. Think of all of the main event guys.
I've been calling it the token of excellence because
Right.
I truly think that it is.
Because if you think about in the 90s and early 2000s, if you won the IC title, chances were within a few years you were going to be world champion.
Correct. Yeah. So I would like to follow in the same, I guess, footsteps of my favorites.
So win the Intercontinental Championship, go on then to become WWE champion.
Of course. Mm-hmm. Or world champion. Either one.
I love that.
Yeah, to me, I want to be the top of the top, the main event, the guy closing out the show. Yeah.
You are doing the best work of your career right now.
Thank you.
But it feels like it was like you got there slowly. Like I feel like
everything for me is slow, brother. Everything. I think I'm 20 years into wrestling and I'm like starting over again.
Wow.
Yeah.
When you got signed by WWE, you started in NXT.
Mm-hmm. No promises too.
What do you mean?
Like absolutely no promises. It was just like, hey, this is the situation. I'm 99% sure that I got hired because Noam Dar tore his hamstring and they had a match. I guess him and Trick had something going on television. And they had a match that was coming up. And it was just timing. And I ended up being a free agent. And that's how it happened.
But you could have been like, wait, I'm in my 30s. I've wrestled on TV in AEW. I've wrestled on TV in TNA. Why can't I go to Monday Night Raw right away? You could have said that.
Yeah. So I have like a much different perspective on wrestling after being in WWE for 2 years. Especially only like I've been on Monday Night Raw for maybe 3 months. And the difference of audience and the humbling factor of understanding like, oh, Nobody really knows me yet. So I'm happy that I got to do NXT. Like, I'm very grateful because I got to actually educate a completely different audience on who I am, my skill set. And then even then, NXT has its audience and Raw and SmackDown have their completely different audience. It's much bigger. And I've realized like, okay, it's going to take time now. Maybe a couple of years of repetition, doing all the live events, wrestling in front of all of these crowds in all these countries to build that equity, to be able to have those fans. Because I'm out there with Rusev, and there's people still yelling Rusev Day. So like the impact,
and that was like 10 years ago.
Exactly. The impact that I guess you have on the fans, it takes a while.
Sure.
And it's a complete, like it's a much larger scope. So I'm very happy that I didn't just rush to Raw or rush to SmackDown.
People are very upset that you changed your entrance theme.
I mean, good. Yeah. Screw them. Dude, it sucked. Everyone just wants to take everything and make it their own. Like, guys, this is professional wrestling. This is not some sing-song, like, happy time. Like the way wrestling is now, music starts and everyone thinks that they have the right to, like, play along. Like it's for them or something. So, but every wrestler has, like, some catchy tune. Everyone sings. So I come out and everyone was going, ego right away. And then they turned it into, I'm sorry for swearing, but asshole, which you're killing my entrance, especially on CW Network where NXT's airing the whole time where people are supposed to be talking about me, the commentators, legendary Booker T. Nobody's hearing what he's saying because the crowd is doing what they want.
Because it's censored?
Yeah, it's literally, they're just cutting the audio.
That's why your song changed.
Like I've had full entrances where you can't hear anything. You just kind of see me smiling and walking and pointing. And then once I get in the ring, the chant stops and it's just boo. And then you hear the tail end of whatever the commentator is saying. I'm like, well, I want to know what he said.
And we're going to see that all come together this Saturday night.
Literally. Yeah, it's like, what? Yeah. There's probably some lower third trying to sell tickets. You can't hear anything. Yeah, so there's that. And then also like...
It's your fault. It's your fault for being too good of a heel.
You know, maybe the fans...
They wouldn't be chanting a-hole if you were a good guy.
I guess. All right. You know what? I'll pat myself on the back for that one. But yeah, I wanted to take that away. To me, it was like too involved. Don't involve yourself in my stuff. And I don't want to be like everybody else.
So you took the catchiness out of your entrance theme.
Yeah.
Took it from the people.
Well, yeah. I think everybody's lame right now. Like all wrestlers right now are corny and lame. And I don't want to be corny and lame. And I don't want to cater to like this pop pro wrestling garbage that's happening right now.
Are there specific people you think that are the corniest?
Yeah. And if they think I'm talking about them, I am. And that's just your insecurity showing. And I love it. And for me, I don't need people to sing along. I don't need people to chant. I just want to have a nice, catchy tune that I can walk to the ring to. So I didn't change it too much because I do like the song.
It's a great song.
And I went through 7 iterations. We talked about this before with A-Train to be able to make that song what it was. And then once people took that from me, I was like, okay, well, we'll change it again. Number 8.
You call him A-Train?
No, only in interviews. Sorry, Coach Bloom.
When you started doing Twisted Grin,
yes,
did you get a blessing from Matt Hardy to do that?
Yeah. Technically, it started a while back, even before I was in WWE. There was this situation where he like owned my contract, and then we were going back and forth. So I had started using the Twist of Fate as a way of like pissing him off and like taunting him. So it was always in my back pocket as a move that I knew I could do. And there were situations coming up where I needed moves, and I try my best to differentiate myself from everyone on the show as best as I can. Obviously, there's like so many wrestlers and only so many, I guess, moves or whatever, but I'm of the thought process, like if you're going to go see Kiss, the band, play music, I don't think you want to hear the opening act play their music terribly until Kiss comes out. So if I'm on a show with Stone Cold Steve Austin, I'm not doing anything that he would do because people bought tickets to see Stone Cold. And
this is the booker in you. This is full circle what we were talking about earlier.
well, I think everyone should have this thought, but again, wrestlers suck. So that's kind of how I've attacked everything, is to just like, okay, well, I'll bring my own songs. And no one was doing Twisted Fate. And it's a song that I knew. And I thought, I can start singing this here. And I made sure to get the blessing clearly, because we're different companies and I don't ever want to, disrespect a legend like that. So fully gave me a blessing just to use the move however I wanted. And then I had thought, okay, I am definitely not going to be in NXT forever, but I'm also not going to be this young and this strong forever. So I don't really know how many 6'3" to 6'7", 240 to 280 pound guys I can get up for the Ego's Edge for the rest of my life. So that was when I made the full decision to just completely switch to the Twisted Grin.
With everything you have going on right now, how do you balance the professional life and the personal life? Because as we're sitting here right now, we're on the other side of the world.
Yeah.
We're in London.
Both missing Father's Day.
That's right. We both missed Father's Day. We celebrated Father's Day last weekend.
Oh, nice. I do it when I go home.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
But you've probably been on a pretty long stretch right now where you haven't seen the wife or kids.
Yeah. How do I manage that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just kind of take it as it comes, I guess. And I mean, the older my kids get, the harder it gets. And then the harder it gets for my wife too, just because she sees how hard it is for them. But like when I first met my wife, she was the traveler. Like she worked in Honduras. So she was gone a lot. And I think I just banked up all that time to throw it in her face to be able to say, well, you did this to me. No, honestly, it's tough for me. It's getting very tough for me. The older I get and the less I like being around people that aren't my friends or family, the more I'm just like, oh, I just want to go home and be with the people that make me comfortable and calm.
But you're home how many days a week? On a good week?
Oh, on a good week, like 3 to 5 days.
Okay. And on a bad week?
None. Maybe one.
Yeah.
Like there's like, and I love it because this is what I'm literally here to do. And like from my wife's mouth, we did not move to Florida to just hang out. And it's true. Like we did not uproot and sell our home in Michigan to live in Orlando.
And you had just bought a house in Michigan.
Our dream home. Not to make this any worse. I'm so sorry. That's for my wife. Yeah, it was like a paradise for us. Yeah. But so we ended up selling that and moving to Orlando, but we didn't do that to just lay around a pool. It's for work. So I have to work.
And you've also, I'm sure you're aware of this, you've got a short window of time. You can't wrestle forever.
Oh, I'm hyper aware of that. Maybe too hyper aware.
So it's the idea of like, let's go hard while I still can, mentally and physically, while my body still allows me to. Let's hit this as hard as we can.
Yeah, and I also have always thought once you stop doing something, so the matches that I have like physically and some of the moves that guys end up pulling on me, in someone my age probably shouldn't, but that's just always how I've wrestled. Just that's like the, I guess, indie wrestler in me forever. But I also feel like the second I stop, I'll never be able to go back. So like, I'll never be able to be like, well, it's WrestleMania. Haven't done this one in 3 years, but let's give it a go. I just feel like if I have to just continuously wrestle this exact same way until it's over. Yeah. Until it's done.
Have you seen Otis yet since you've been here?
Yeah.
Man.
What a great question.
You texted me about this earlier.
So I ran into him last night. We got from the bus from the live event. And he gives me his like bear hug squeeze, which almost murders me. And then he goes, hey, babe, saw that CVV. squeezed his ass. And I'm like, why are you telling me this? He's a maniac. Is that a true story?
I was sitting at dinner with my back to the door because the view here is beautiful, right?
Okay.
I'm like, oh, I want to look out at the wharf. It's beautiful.
Back to the door is kind of brave.
But everybody else was doing it because like you're taking in the beautiful view.
Okay.
And he grabs me from behind, Christopher! And I'm like, oh my God, it's Otis. So I give him a hug. We start chatting. He's the best.
Yeah.
He's the best. And then when we go to say goodbye, he goes, he wraps his arms around me, gives me a bear hug, but like cinches it in.
Oh, yeah.
And I swear I heard my ribs crack.
No, you did. He doesn't know his own strength.
He's so strong.
Yes.
Because to him, it was just a little grab.
Yeah.
But like he was crushing all my organs.
Yeah. He don't know that though.
He's so strong.
Yeah. What's that, Of Mice and Men?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or the guy in Green Mile, you know? Yeah.
Yeah. Brother's petting that rabbit a little too hard.
He's so strong.
Uh-huh.
It's scary how strong he is.
Yeah, I'm very grateful I haven't had to wrestle him. Well, I've told him that. They made us play some game for going to Italy called Mora. It's like some hand game. He ends up beating me. And in the end, I tell him, I go, look, man, I'm very glad this is the only time we've had to have any kind of competition. I don't ever want to see you across the ring. Ever.
Well, when you have a match with him, people are going to play this clip back.
I will negotiate to not wrestle him before I ask for more money.
I just don't want to wrestle him.
Hey, keep me here as long as you want. Don't ever put me in the ring with Otis. I'll tap out when he gives me a hug backstage.
Oh, it's crazy.
Do you know he's, I think, Yugoslavian as well?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, another Balkan brother.
Wow. We have so much in common.
I know.
Look at us.
Yeah, look at us.
Always great to see you.
Hey, great to see you too.
I imagine the next time I'll see you, you'll have the Intercontinental Championship.
Or a championship.
Okay.
Who knows?
We'll just make it happen.
Yeah, this has been a good run. I'm glad I get to check in with you every year, it seems.
I think this is our 6th interview. Like every time I've talked to you, you've had like a new milestone in your career.
Yeah.
The first time you were TNA Tag Team Champion, and in the midst of the run that was the historic
longest
run.
reigning, yeah.
The next time I talked to you, you had just signed with AEW.
Okay.
Then the next time I talked to you, you had just signed with WWE and you had the NXT Championship.
Okay.
Oh, no, wait.
No. Yeah, because we had the one in Vegas.
There was one other when you were with
Yes.
AEW and Dan Lambert in Vegas.
Yes.
So there's another, part of your career. Then you had just signed with WWE with the NXT Championship.
Mm-hmm.
Then it was the live show. You were the NXT North American Champion. And
here we
now
are.
you've just signed to the main roster.
Monday Night Raw.
Wow.
Pretty crazy.
Pretty amazing. And I feel so grateful because I've known you for 15 years that I saw where you were at when I ran into you in like AIW.
Oh, yes. But I also saw where you were at too. So like
That's true.
The growth across the board is amazing. That's why I'm happy. Like we get to check in, we get to celebrate each other,
Yeah,
and
it's
how things
great.
are going. Yeah, you will always get my time, and you'll always get my best for sure.
I
Yeah.
appreciate you. I remember seeing you at an AIW show. I had known you for maybe 2 years at this point, and you were selling merch, and you were like, "Hey, when are you going to introduce me to The Rock?"
That sounds like me.
I was like,
Back
"Hey,
then.
Ethan Page, what's up?" And look at you now. Now you're buddies with The Rock.
Yeah. Still challenge him to matches though.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So since I mentioned gratitude,
Yes.
maybe your answers are different this time.
Oh,
What are 3 things you're grateful for today?
Today? You know what? I'm grateful for people's generosity, like Alex bringing energy drinks and just
Thank you,
know,
Alex.
honestly, just like on these tours specifically, how well everyone has treated us. It's a rough gig, especially the last tour we did, to jump from like flight to flight to flight to country to country to country.
It was also it was European tour, back to the US, back over here.
Little pit stop in Baltimore.
Yeah.
And then right back out here.
Yeah.
The people that have been handling everything and helping us through all of this and like literally across the board, it would be awful without them. So I'm very grateful for people's generosity. I'm very grateful. I'll always say my family for sure, because they keep everything together mentally for me. So if they weren't there, I don't know if I'd be here. And I am grateful for my youth because I'm aging in reverse. So says Chris Van Vliet.
It's true.
And if he says it on the show, it's fact.
It is.
Yes.
Like people will quote it.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll put up the photo of like you. When would be your worst? What could we compare your worst?
Oh, honestly, there is a photo of pandemic TNA. I was 270 pounds. I don't think I've ever looked that bad. I'll send you the picture. Never mind. You don't have to find it. I will. Yes, don't worry. I have that.
Pop it up right here.
Sure. Perfect. Everybody enjoy this. Yeah. You can do it too.
But look at you now.
Yeah, heck yeah. Look at me now.
Yeah, look at you.
Dude, I do look great. I don't even know what I look like. I just know it's fantastic.
That's where we're going to end it.
Sure.
Thanks again, man.
Thank you.